Namaste. I am Bansuri Bliss Founder Dr. Kerry Kriger, here to teach you how to play Bhoopali Todi, a morning raga, a melody from northern India. We're going to play Bhoopali Todi on the bamboo flute, the Bansuri. Let's start out with the scale. Now, many of you may know Bhoopali, sa, re, ga, pa, da, sa, going up, and sa, da, pa, ga, re, sa, coming down. Bhoopali's all should notes. Bhoopali Todi, we're going to make the notes komal. Sa and pa never go komal or tivra. Sa and pa are always just sa and pa, but the other notes, re, ga, and da, are all going to be flattened. We're going to make them komal. So we've got sa, komal re, komal ga, pa, komal da, sa. So look at these notes. Sa, 3 holes closed. Komal re, komal ga, pa, komal da, and up to high sa. And then the reverse on the way down. Sa, komal da, pa, komal ga, komal re, sa. Let's learn that line that I just played. 10 beats long. Jhaptal, 10 beat rhythmic cycle. 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3, that's 5 plus 5 equals 10. Jhaptal. D, na, D, D, na, T, na, D, D, na, D, na, D, D, na, T, na, D, D, na. Alright, so I just recited 2 cycles of the teka. The teka is the composed notes, the bowls, as they're called, B-O-L, which are the notes that the tabla player plays. So we've got 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3. 5 plus 5, that's Jhaptal. Let's go ahead, turn on our Jhaptal rhythm, and then I'm going to play the line a few times on top of it. Some, Kali, some, Kali. Make sure that you know where some and Kali are. Some is the first beat of the rhythmic cycle. Kali is the halfway point. Some, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kali, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some has bass on it. Kali does not have bass. That's how you can tell them apart. Doom. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Sa is the note we start on, right on some. Composition starts on some. Sa. Let's go ahead and make it a little bit easier. The way we start out, sa, re, ga. Okay? Let's just do that. The first 5 beats. Sa, re, ga, pa, da. Just like we're going up the scale, 1 note to a beat. This is a simplified version. From some. So on the way down from Kali, pa, ga, re, sa. Sa, re, ga, pa, da. Pa, ga, re, sa. Can you tell if the pitch of your notes is correct? I just heard my como re on the way up was a little too sharp. I noticed it. That means the next time I play it, I'm going to make sure that I fix it. How do you know if your como note's correct? Because as you can see, it's up to you to determine how much of that hole is open. Look, it's not precisely half. Not on my flute, not when I play. All right, like that. All right, you have to hear it. Same with the como ga. I can't just say it's precisely half of the hole. You have to listen, and how are you going to tell if it's correct? Como da. Okay? You got to listen to it. 1, you have to be aware. And 2, you have to know those como notes are very serious notes. If it's happy sounding or pleasant and relaxing, we'll say, well, let's just say happy. If it's happy, it's not correct. You're probably too sharp. The default mistake is to make it too sharp because it's easier to have too much of the hole open than to have too much of the hole closed. So just make sure it sounds serious. If it sounds serious, you're probably correct. All right, from some, the simplified version. Now, the only change is that what we want to do is hold the first saw as a beat and a half, and that como re is only half a beat long. So those first 2 beats, there's a saw and a re, but we're gonna make the saw a beat and a half long and the re half beat. The re kind of brings us to the como ga, like this. Notice I'm ornamenting the notes. You don't want to play it plain. Here's what it sounds like when it's plain. Let's ornament the notes. I have trouble playing it plain because I don't ever play anything plain, so I'm not even used to doing that. So let's put an ornament on the notes. How are we going to put an ornament? For sa, we can come from the da, come from below. Okay, da sa. To ornament it, da sa, wave, da sa, or we can come from above, re sa. All right, a gummic. Use the note below it, use the note below the main note, or use the note above the main note to come to the main note. That was da sa. Here's a re sa. To do a re sa da sa, a more key on that sa, re sa da sa. When we ornament, let's use notes from the raga, so we're going to ornament with those como notes, re sa como da sa. Ga-re, ga-sa. Manja, the next line. Drop down to the low notes. Manja, second line of the Ustad. The Ustad is first half of the composition. The gut was the first line. Now let's play a Manja, the second line. Dropping down to the low notes, to low da. Da, da, sa, re, re. Ga, pa, da, pa, ga, re, sa. Ga, pa, da, pa. That's at double speed, okay? 2 notes per beat. Ga, pa, da, pa from Kali. Ga, pa, da, pa, ga, re, sa. Last note of the Manja is a sa. We've got the, wait for the Kali. Ga, pa, da, pa, ga, re, sa. And then we need to hit a sa. So that's 2 saws in a row. Let's go ahead and just tongue the sa that's the first note of the gut. Tongue it, 2. Do it there too, because our gut ends with a sa and starts with a sa. You don't have to. You can tongue it. You can play whatever ornament you want. You can play a morki or a gummic. Let's get into detail on some of these gummics, and we'll come back to this, because you may be saying, what are the gummics? Okay. Let's just go ahead and, for that very first saw, from low komal da. So, da sa, ga re, and then, how are we going to ornament that komal ga? Because to come from above, it would be pa ga, which is a big jump to go from pa to komal ga. So we don't have to do that. We can use an imperceptible tivra ma in place of the pa to come to the komal ga. That means we're just going to kind of lift. Trying to get you a good angle here. Lift our fingers slightly. We don't want anyone to hear a tivra ma. It's just a slight feeling of a gummic. Okay? We don't want to hear a tivra ma, but our finger motions, we're going to open everything up just barely to go like that onto the komal ga. Okay, so just like that. Maga mare, maga mare. But we don't think ma, we don't want anyone to hear ma, it's just a very subtle effect of the gummic. Okay, da sa, ga re, maga. And then for the pa, from komal da, da pa. Right here, I usually play my komal da like that, with that bottom part of the hole open, but sometimes I'll play it like that, and this gummic, that's what I did, so I can go da pa, like that, da pa. And then how are we going to gummic that komal da? From above, high sa, onto the komal da. Sada, sapa, da ga. Alright. Da ga. Now, to end with that re re saw. We're at ga. Let's just go ahead and use that imperceptible tiverma again to get from the ga to the re. Just barely lift your fingers up. Alright, if this is your first time ever practicing Gummic, you're probably going to have some difficulties because it's Bhoopali Todi, you've got lots of comal notes, it's not the easiest raga to play, but if you have some Gummic experience, hopefully you can understand all that. I do sometimes like to go in depth on those Gummics because if I don't, sometimes people are just completely lost. So hopefully you got some of that, or even better, all of it. Now let's get back to this composition. I'm just teaching you those two lines to let you know where this comes from. Bismillah Khan, Chennai player, one of my all-time favorite musicians. He's got a recording of Bhoopali Todi from 1973. Go try to find it. Playing Jhaptal. He's playing this. The first line. I don't know the other lines that he plays. Alright. So I just before this video, I made up that second line. I like it. Sounds good to me. Play it if you like it. Make up your own if you don't like it. Or go find Bismillah Khan's recording and see what he plays as the second line. But this first line, definitely memorize that. That's straight from the Bismillah Khan recording. Listen to it. You can hear how he improvises and varies it. Let's get some tabla going again. Play it again. Maybe talk about some improvisation as well. Alright, let me just teach you one kind of improvisation, and I have to decide what I'm going to teach you. Let's keep it simple. Let's do a 5-beat improvisation from Kali at double speed. That means 2 notes per beat. We've got 5 beats because it's coming from Kali. So we need 10 total notes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. That's what we're going to do. 5 plus 5 at double speed. From Kali. Not from some like I did. So we can play that much of the composition, play the first 5 beats of the composition, and then make up your own line that's 5 beats long, double speed, so 10 total notes, phrased as a 5 plus a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But not over and over like I was just doing. Just one time. Let's do that one. I like that. Sa da pa ga re da pa ga re sa. Sa. Okay, from Kali. Sa da pa ga re da pa ga re sa, and then to sum. Just connect it straight to the gut. Pada pa gare sa. Now that was from the Manja, from Kali and the Manja. So you don't have to play it from the Manja, you can play from the first line. I think I'm going to end it there. I'm going to just, right now, just play a little bit more Bhoopali Todi. That should be a good introduction for you. There's only 5 notes in the raga. Do pretty much anything you want, going up and down, playing those notes, keeping the rhythm, keep the notes, keep the rhythm, and you're good to go. If you're wondering what's the vadi, what's the samvadi, you can think of it's kind of up to you. You got 2 choices. You can use re and da, because it is a Todi raga, and Todi ragas have a lot of re and da. Or you can use ga and pa. Alright? Up to you. 2 different choices. So, not incredibly important which you choose. Vadi and samvadi, meaning the first most important and second most important notes of the raga. I am Bansuri Bliss Founder Dr. Kerry Kriger, and I hope you enjoyed this lesson in Bhoopali Todi. Go to bansuribliss.com, sign up for the free monthly lesson drawing that I do. Yes, I give out a free private lesson to a winner of the drawing every month. That could be you. I would love to give you that free private lesson. So enjoy your Bansuri playing and stay tuned for the next video. Bye.